Look across the room at your partner right now. When did the person who used to make your heart race turn into a roommate you simply share a mortgage with? It didn't happen overnight. It happened in the quiet spaces between unreturned texts, late nights at work, and conversations that only revolve around chores. But it doesn't have to stay this way. Today, we are revealing the 5 precise psychological shifts that can wake up the buried passion in your marriage before the silence becomes permanent. The greatest myth we believe about love is that passion is a flame that burns forever on its own. The reality? Passion is a campfire. If you stop adding wood, it turns to ash. Many couples think that losing the spark means they've lost the love. But as a relationship psychologist, I see couples every day who are deeply in love, yet completely starved for desire. They're stuck in the routine of survival, forgetting how to play, how to look at each other, and how to connect. If you are tired of living with a roommate and want the exact science-backed roadmap to bring back the warmth, hit that subscribe button right now. We unlock the hidden mechanics of lasting love every single week. Your journey back to intimacy starts today. Stop courting the household. Start courting the human. When was the last time you had a conversation that didn't involve logistics? If your daily dialogue is limited to who is picking up the kids or what's for dinner, you aren't running a romance, you are running a small business. You've allowed the roles of mom, dad, and home manager to completely swallow the identity of the person you fell in love with. To break the roommate trap, you must implement the 20-minute logistics rule. Dedicate a specific window each day to handle household business. Once that window closes, the business is locked outside. Tonight, look at your partner and ask a question that requires no scheduling or checking of a calendar. Ask them about a dream they haven't mentioned in years, or what made them laugh today. Relearn their mind, not just their schedule. 2. Weaponize the power of novelty. Psychology tells us that dopamine, the chemical responsible for intense romantic excitement, is triggered by one major thing: novelty. When you first started dating, everything was new. Every restaurant, every look, every conversation was an unexplored territory. Years later, predictability has taken over. Predictability builds comfort, but it kills desire. If your date night consists of going to the exact same Italian restaurant at 6:30 p.m. every third Saturday, your brain stops producing dopamine. It treats the night like an item on a checklist. You need to introduce controlled chaos. Do something you've never done together. Take a cooking class where you both suck at making pasta. Go to a random town 50 miles away without a map. Put yourselves in environments where you have to rely on each other to navigate the unfamiliar. When you experience novelty together, your brain misattributes that rush of excitement directly to your partner. 3. Reclaim the art of the micro-touch. In long-term relationships, physical contact often becomes polarized. It is either entirely transactional, like a quick peck on the cheek before leaving for work, or it is leading directly to the bedroom. When touch only happens when one person wants sex, the other person starts to pull back defensively, avoiding touch entirely to prevent sending the wrong message. To bridge this gap, you must master the micro-touch. These are small, non-sexual physical interactions that carry zero expectations of an outcome. A 10-second hug where you actually lean your weight into your partner, squeezing their shoulder while walking past their desk, resting your hand on their knee while driving. This releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, lowering cortisol levels and breaking down the invisible physical wall built by months of distance. Touch must become a safe harbor before it can become a spark. 4. Create emotional separation to breed desire. This is perhaps the most challenging truth for long-term couples to accept. Intimacy requires closeness, but desire requires distance. You cannot long for something that is constantly glued to your side. When couples become overly enmeshed, doing every single hobby together, sharing every micro thought, and depending on each other for 100% of their entertainment, the mystery vanishes. Desire lives in the space between you and your partner. It sparks when you look across a room and see them in their element, independent, passionate about something outside of your dynamic, and glowing on their own terms. Give your spouse permission to have a life separate from you. Encourage their solo passions, their nights out with friends, their independent growth. When they return to you, they bring fresh energy, new stories, and a renewed sense of individuality. Let them go so you can remember what it feels like to welcome them back.
5. Stop waiting for the mood to strike. If you are waiting for a lightning bolt of spontaneous passion to strike before you initiate intimacy, you will be waiting forever. In the beginning of a relationship, desire is spontaneous. It bursts forward effortlessly. But in a marriage that has weathered jobs, mortgage stress, and exhaustion, desire becomes responsive. Responsive desire means the inclination to be intimate doesn't show up until after you start the actions. Waiting for the mood is a trap designed by Hollywood. You have to schedule intimacy. Not like an appointment with a doctor, but like a protected reservation at a luxury resort. Choose a night, clear the distractions, turn off the television, and start the process of connection even if you feel tired or uninspired. Once the warmth of touch, undivided attention, and vulnerability begins, the body and brain catch up. Action creates the mood. The mood does not create the action. Reigniting the passion in your marriage isn't about grand gestures or expensive vacations. It is found in the everyday choices to see your partner as a human being worthy of discovery, rather than a roommate responsible for chores. You hold the architecture of your relationship in your hands. A single micro-touch, an intentional conversation, or a shared piece of novelty tonight can turn the tide. But passion is only one side of the coin. If the spark faded because of unspoken hurt, unresolved tension, or a breakdown in baseline communication, you need a different set of tools. Click the video on your screen right now for the 3 steps to rebuild trust and reopen communication after years of silence. Watch it immediately, and let's fix the foundation together.